It's tornado season in the heartland of America, and weather alert sirens are blaring across the county. Friends, family, and strangers alike scurry to basements and storm shelters as the weather intensifies. In one such shelter, deep beneath the Piggly Wiggly, a shadowy figure wrestles the hatch shut, bolts it with a clang, then scrambles down the ladder to safety. Her face is illuminated by the flashlights of her fellow refugees. They gasp as they recognize her. It's pop star Hannah Montana, passing through town on her latest tour. They frantically ask her for a situation report.
Real bad news, like walking barefoot through a field of cows after their morning sit-down.
The crowd murmurs as they attempt to parse the meaning of this folksy bit of gibberish.
You know, I feel like I've lost her.
The nervous crowd chuckles at the latest quip from funny man Chandler Bing. His detached, sardonic demeanor has been soothing their nerves during this frightening time.
I love this. I love doing this,
said American actress Dakota Fanning. Theater types thrive on the adrenaline of a performance, and she was experiencing a similar feeling during this crisis.
First you see her, then you smell her. Kind of like my Uncle Earl.
The crowd murmured, unsure of the meaning of this comment as well. Was there a feud between these two? In the darkness, a few of the refugees rummaged through a stack of old magazines, hoping to find a copy of U.S. Weekly that might explain the antagonism.
Sometimes I wish I was a lesbian,
said Chandler Bing. This only added to the confusion of the crowd. Was this another quip that they just didn't get? Was the funny man experiencing panic-induced delirium?
That is really rude.
You ugly, hate-filled man.
Before the situation could escalate further, they heard a terrifying shriek of twisting metal from above. The wind had pulled the hatch door off from its hinges. As screams erupted, another figure rushed up the ladder and pulled the hatch shut. He secured it, then descended the ladder to cheers and applause.
Muscles. I got them by bench-pressing nerds,
said A.C. Slater, local strongman, formerly of Bayside High School.
Hey, they work.
And it was easier than finding a mullet at a truckers' convention,
said Hannah Montana, again sounding both folksy and confusing. A.C. Slater didn't seem to mind.
We would have been lost if it wasn't for you.
The crowd shifted uncomfortably at the sudden smoldering energy between the two. This shifted their attention to Chandler, hoping he might quip away the discomfort.
There's nothing you can do to stop us,
he said, before throwing himself into the arms of A.C. Slater and Hannah Montana.
Dream on, Preppy, because right now, I'm the king.
And with that, he tossed Bing to the ground.
I think that you just have to go,
said Dakota Fanning. The crowd agreed and seized upon Chandler. They hoisted him up to the top of the ladder, opened the hatch, and tossed him to the elements. He was never seen again.
Oh, thank you. And as a reward, you get my famous cocoa.
That boy flip-flops more than a catfish and a moon bouncer,
said Hannah Montana. Before anyone could react, A.C. Slater pulled her into his arms.
Well, why have a litter of preppies when you can have a bunch of little stud muffins like me?
With that, the huddled refugees were converted. They would all remain below ground for the rest of their days, creating a new social order with Queen Hannah Montana and King A.C. Slater ruling over them as their divine monarchs. The end.